So we can go to the. So who do we have here today?
Who do we have here today? Jan.
Yes. Jan, the battery man.
Yeah, Jan the battery man. We've installed this breaker here.
Okay.
If you pull the fuse, 125 amp fuses.
What's the use of this fuse?
The use is just protecting your wiring and your inverter.
Okay.
If you have a short circuit somewhere, this thing here will blow the fuses, rather than burning your inverter or burning your wires.
Okay, what's this? What's the use
And
of
this is the mains input for the inverter. We're changing this. There's another one we're putting in outside, where we're putting the new automated circuit breaker.
Okay, so how many kilovolt of
5 kilowatt.
This is
It's 5 kilowatt. Yeah, and it's a 48 volt.
Okay.
48 volt battery bank, 200 amp hour. Common mistake people make is they say we have 200 amp hour we can use, but you cannot. You only have 100 amp hour usable power. The other 100 is when the battery is half discharged. You can't use any more than that.
Okay.
If you take it down too far, you'll ruin the battery.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so
then.
So what is this gentleman doing right now?
Well, Philip here is installing an automatic changeover switch.
Okay.
Which is this thing here.
Okay.
And right next to it is another breaker, which is for the inverter.
Inverter, okay.
Yeah.
So what is the use of this automatic switch?
Philip will tell you.
Okay, Mr. Flip.
Yes, this automatic switch is between your inverter and NAWEC.
Okay.
Depending on which one you put as your priority.
Okay.
You want, when NAWEC goes off, the inverter picks up.
Okay.
When NAWEC comes back, it picks up from the inverter and continue. So this is what it does here. So it's here to switch in between the inverter and NAWEC.
Nice. And then you were telling me about the load balancer, right? It is very important to have because with NAWEC sometimes the voltage is higher than the...
Yeah, so we were suggesting what you should have is AVR, automatic voltage regulator.
Okay.
So the inverter will kick in when NAWEC voltage goes below 170.
Okay.
And which happens quite a lot.
Yes.
So what you have is like a yo-yo. Now it goes down, boom, inverter comes in.
Okay.
Inverter goes off, now it comes in, and so on. So if you put an AVR, that means that the voltage on the inverter will be constant. Even though now it goes down, the AVR will raise it up to the constant voltage of 230. So you won't have this yo-yo effect where the inverter is on, off, on, off.
Okay.
So that's the idea of that one, and it'll be a good idea because it will protect your inverter.
Inverters and the batteries, okay. Alright, that's it for now. We'll give you guys an update on the results because right now Mr. Philip is fixing the automatic switch, so we'll test it out.
Voltage goes down, the current goes up. So in other words, if you have a piece of equipment that's designed for 5 amps, right? At 230 volt. When the voltage starts to drop, the amps go up.
Okay.
But your equipment is not designed for that higher current. So it'll burn out your equipment.
Wow.
We had this issue in Cornwall where somebody tampered with something in the substation. A disgruntled employee that was fired.
Whoa.
And he tampered with something in the substation which was feeding the hospital. And slowly they were burning out all their equipment in the hospital, and he's reducing the voltage, and the current will go up, and they're blowing up lots of equipment, millions of pounds worth of damage.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy got fired, and that's what his revenge
was.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's a neat job. So yeah, so what we're trying to achieve here, it's only the light that was connected to the inverter, and one of the the socket and the TV station. So now we're trying to add a freezer and a fridge onto the inverter. So whenever there is light off from the grid, the inverter will kick in, serving the freezer
and the fridge
and the lights, yes, and the TV. So for now.
And also NAWEC now will supply you lights, even though the inverter might be off.
Exactly. That
before it was
yes
dead.
Yes.
Everything was dead before.
Yeah.
So it's just a question of rewiring.
Okay. Good. That's it for now.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Jan. I am a battery specialist, solar and inverters. I've been doing this since almost 25 years now.
Okay.
And we used to run a company back in the UK, which I started. We used to work for big electricity companies, and right now I'm in Gambia, and we're trying to do things here to teach people what to do about solar, with all the problems they're having here with NAWEC. Everybody's having problems. We're trying to educate people how they could solve their problems with batteries, inverters, solar panels. It's not difficult. The problem is, anything you buy, you get what you pay for. You buy something cheap, chances are it's going to last you maybe 1 or 2 years. You have to buy a new one. You buy something expensive, made in Holland or Europe, then you buy it. It's for a lifetime. So, it is what it is when you buy it. But there will be follow-ups. We will keep putting videos on YouTube to let you see what we're doing. Right now we've just finished off one installation here. We put in a breaker for the battery. We put in an automatic changeover switch here. So so my colleague Philip here, who did all the AC wiring, and myself, I do the DC stuff and the batteries.
Okay.
So this is Philip, my colleague.
So Philip, introduce yourself and how long you've been into this field.
My name is Philip. I'm a Gambian. I've been into this field for 17 years.
Oh.
So I can say I have some experience in how to sort out some problems in domestic areas.
Good.
Yes.
So that's it for today, guys. We will keep you guys posted. More will be coming.